playing with me pump. And I sorted out, I haven't sorted it out, but I've discovered the fault. So here's my pump. I'll leave that. Look, yeah, I put it in here, look at this. Wind it up. If I get this black wire and wriggle it, not much. When I do the brown wire, like if I pull it slightly, I pull on the, don't worry about there, watch the voltmeter. It's between, there's a yellow, if you can see that, it's yellow and green, it's right on the borderline. If I pull on the black, nothing happening. If I pull on the brown, you see how it's, you might be able to hear it. The voltage is increasing because it's not enough current's getting through. I pull on the black, nothing. Okay, so that, oi. There's probably other issues as well, like brushes and shit. But what was ruining my day is there's a break in this, between this brown wire current coming in to the motor and back out the black wire, and somewhere between here and the terminal on the battery on the motor is a fault. And this is a sealed unit, that's the problem. I have played with these things before on many occasions. And I found the best way to here's a similar motor. This top piece, it's all glued together and sealed unit, but if you hacksaw through this top piece, about just above where that those two wires enter, just a bit above it, a little bit, and then you can remove that, and you get access to the two wires and this rubber seal thing. Now I've got another. Here's one I prepared earlier. This one, the motor stuffed up. I put another motor, but I think it's pulling way too much power. But anyway, so the brown wire is the issue over there. Brown comes in there and to the motor, and too much flexing or whatever, too much flexing, and you know how when you get wire, you bend it up and down 100 times, it snaps. Same here, and that's what's happened. It snapped, and it always snaps somewhere about here usually. So I don't know where I'm pointing with that, if you got all that. So what I need to do, I'm going to cut the top off. Geez, I purposely tucked that wire in there behind, under, like that, so I don't flex that, and it still broke. Anyway, the issue is you don't want water getting in there. So when I remove this wire, I need to put silicone, push it through, put silicone, push it through, solder it up. This again, silicone around there. Try to make it nice and flat. Maybe put some sandpaper sand it on some flat surface here too. Maybe I'll show it when I'm doing it. So that's the fault. Now I have to do the repair work. I'll be back when I got some next step over. I don't know where it's playing up, whether it's up here or is it in there, right? So what I'm going to do, I need to find out where the cut is. If the cut is just here where my Clash guitar pick is pointing, that's where I don't need to destroy it. So I'll cut this black brown insulation. Try not to cut too far into the actual copper. Because once I cut this brown right around, I'll be able to, when I do pull on the wire, it will, wherever the damage is, having trouble cutting it, having trouble seeing anything. I should pay some money to an eye doctor and get a proper pair of glasses. This bloody reading glasses is bullshit. Anyway, that's starting to show now. Okay, so now well, it's not. So a little bit more there. It's not giving way. I thought it would. Geez, if I could see what I'm doing. Okay, now I slowly pull. Instead of the thing coming out, the whole brown's moving. No, that would have what I need to try and grab on one of these strands. Don't tell me it's not broken. It's not broken there. This is strange. That should have. Like, why is it? I can't even get one strand to let go. I don't understand this. You find out what's wrong and you're still in trouble. Okay, I've made a fool of myself. I better turn this off before I make a bigger fool of myself over. What happened here? But I expected that wire to come out, but I'm going to cut it open anyway. So I get your hacksaw, which with the dull blade, because I don't have any new blades, because I'm a tight ass, don't want to spend $2 for 10. Actually, it's more I just never got round to going to the Chinese shop. But anyway. And I'm cutting it stupid. I'm going on an angle. I always muck things up. Never mind. Okay. put a bit more extra silicone when I put it back together. It'll be fine. Oh yeah. Okay, now we'll go outside and can't too dark in here. Water's got in. As it does. Anyway, so this is the brown wire. No, there's no poor connection, so why is it? So when I pull on that, it pulls on that terminal. Let's go back to the water. And let's see if we can. I'll buy a new pump. If it's toast, I'll buy a new pump. That's all. You've got nothing to lose. The pump's stuffed. What I'm doing, I'm pulling on the wire a bit faster. Now it's not playing up. Now it's not playing up. For some reason. I don't know what's happened now. Doesn't want to play up now. More embarrassment. Turn this off over. This is the bane of electronic and electrical technicians, where it's called an intermittent fault. Sometimes it plays up, sometimes it doesn't. I should have tracked it down by now, but I haven't. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this plate. Not remove it, but just move. I cannot move it. Now I can see what's under. Oh my God. I cut this brown wire now, I wish I didn't. Never mind. Okay. Move them up. It seemed to do with the brown wire, nothing to do with the black, so I'm going to concentrate on the brown wire. I think when I pulled on the brown wire, it could have been bending the brush, and that's the brush terminal here, or not. What happens if I cut this here? There's a bit of heat shrink tubing over that. I'm going to remove that. Geez, I wish I could see what I was doing. I can see, but it's not focused. My eyes, shit. Okay, that's out the way. Now, if this was... No, there's... I don't know that there's something wrong here. Big lump of grass comes out of there. I'm going to, I don't know what. I'm going to turn this off and backlight it over. I dismantle it further. I need to remove the motor spindle from the impeller, like this. I can't do it here. As I push the motor down, it's hitting on that board. Okay, now we go back in the sun. Shame they couldn't have made it so it was repairable. That's filthy. My hands are filthy. I think it's just cuck's got on the brushes, making a poor contact. I'll clean all this shit up. Wipe it off. That. This is a real Seaflow one. I think I got it for about 28 bucks or 25 bucks or something. Cheap. So what I might do is unsolder that and that. There's a tag there and a tag on this side. They need to be folded up, and then this will come out, and I can get at the rotor. It's no good taking this, even though it's working, take it, and then half an hour later it starts playing up, as it will. Who wants to know how this motor works? Not how it works, but a bit more about it. there's an impeller there, it spins. The motor goes into the impeller. These are rubber seals. Ideally they prevent water getting in. They do a pretty good job of it. Alright, so that's it. I'll either save this or destroy it, although it's already stuffed anyway. I dismantled this motor to pieces. The commutator is not bad. I just washed it with some spirits. It seems to be not bad. All that nonsense I was talking about pulling the brown wire, I don't know why. It was playing up every time I'd pull on it. I don't know why. I couldn't work it out. But I've removed the brushes. Who knows about brushes knows. Who doesn't? They're a carbon pad block of carbon that bears against this commutator, so that presses on there and it spins. And so got one on this side and one on the opposing side, so one here, and something like that, and for whatever reason, and ask your friend, Google, he'll tell you, it makes the motor turn. But these brushes are pretty much toast. They're normally, I don't have a set of new brushes handy, but then anyway, that's almost worn down to the copper strip there. So even if I pulled it apart, found a broken wire in the brown, and it was that, which it wasn't apparently, I would have been in trouble very soon. Once that pad wears to this copper terminal there, then the copper will be touching on the commutator and it'll just chew the fuck out of the commutator. That one's almost very close to the end, and this one's not far behind. So the motor was toast anyway. It was on its last legs. So I'd like to end up on that note, that sometimes you can repair, sometimes just pay the $30, or I might even take a risk on those $15 pumps and get two of them. I bought one once and it says 3 amps. It was actually pulling 6 amps. So I wasn't happy about that. I go see if I can get these separately or not. They would be available on Amazon somewhere if you want to wait. I go check. Anyway, so that's that. I don't know why it was playing up, but it was on its last leg, so time for a new pump. Over.